So how do I deal with staff members who are conflicted, right? Who are, who do not seem to get along. And that may be a problem for some of you guys, that I'm sure you have staff members that you like them individually, but collectively it seems like they cannot get along. The first thing I'll say is that have a habit of teaching, reteaching, continuously teaching the culture that you want them to abide by, right? Every job, every business has a business culture. Every place has a business culture. So once your staff begin to understand the culture of the business, of the company, right? The culture of the company, trust me, they begin to have that in their mind. They understand that the owner does not like conflict, right? One of the cultures of our company is service and togetherness, right? That's part of what we do. That's what I always tell when I bring people, even subcontractors, when I bring contractors in. One thing I always tell them is, you have now become a part of my family. You are not just working to make a buck, but if something is happening to you and you call me, as best as I can, I will try to be there for you. Why do I do that? Because I want them to know that I am interested in their total well-being outside of working for me, right? So it's a culture. It's something that whenever I have meetings with my staff, sometimes in the seriousness of the meeting, we will say something that is funny, something that will break the ice, that something that will make it exciting to be around. It's part of our culture. We don't want a bunch of serious people. You can't even laugh at them. Nah, we don't want none of that. So have a habit of teaching the work culture. Also, one thing we need to make sure we do is have a clear leader. Have a clear leader. One thing I always do when I pick my clear leader, I tell my entire team, right? I tell my entire team, when this person speaks, they speak for me. It is me speaking, right? I learned that from one of my pastors, right? It's like when you have a clear leader, you let the entire membership know that, hey, when this person speaks, they speak for me. But if you have a clear leader and you're constantly rebuking them and speaking against them in front of everybody else, nobody's going to respect them, right? So the third thing is, learn to have one-on-one meetings with your clear leader and then pass it on to the entire team. So there is a uniformity. They understand that this person is the leader. The person is respected by the boss. The boss understands this person's ability, so we are also going to respect them. And then lastly, learn to let people go. Learn to let people go. A lot of us, I know all of us are nice people, and sometimes we want to help. But think about it. Cast out the scorner, and the mockery and all these things will cease, right? I hope I quoted that scripture right. What I simply mean is that sometimes we have to let people go. And by letting people go, you're actually helping them. Because maybe they think that the habits or the fact that they don't want to comply with the company culture as you have thought it, the leader or whatever is okay because they've done it in other places. It's okay to do it here. No, it's not okay. And if you let them go, if they have wisdom, they have common sense, they will think back and say, well, this job paid me well and it wasn't bad at all. Why did they let me go? If they will start to realize that maybe their habits, maybe their mindset isn't right for the business. So it is important to also let people go. So 3 things: company culture, show or define or choose a clear leader, right? And then sometimes you just have to let people go. I hope this was helpful to you. I'm getting started with my day. I'll see you around.